I think.
We're live.
Sports Rewind Digital live with Davo tonight. Davo, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. It's been a little while since we've caught up, so it's nice to be back and just dribble on as we always do.
There's always a little bit of dribble, mate. You've fresh off a pretty big innings in the grand final, I hear, mate.
Yeah, went pretty well. Shut my eyes, swung hard in case I made contact. The usual batting with us.
Obviously made a bit of contact because he's got up and you player of the match.
Yeah, no, so we ended up winning the grand final, which was great. Good bunch of blokes. It's just such a great team to be part of. They had some tight bowling to start with, so we were 6 for 60 when I came in. And then, thankfully they'd seen off all the good bowlers, so I got a couple of spinners, throw a few up to us, and got lucky on a few, got us to 127, and then we ended up bowling them out for 90. So premiers are us.
6 for 60. What are you doing coming in that late? Or do you always bat that late?
Yeah, I was always batting number 6 or 7. So I didn't bat above 6 all year. I think one game they sent me out to open because they wanted to go to the pub early. Other than that, I batted number 6 all year.
Nice, mate, and congratulations on your award. Pretty cool to be at the Alan Davidson Awards night and win an award.
It was
pretty special.
It was, especially with the old man there, like Dad's there. He hands out the big award of the night, the Alan Davidson medal. So it was just nice being there. Somehow got 8th grade player of the year. And they tried to interview me there. And I said, look, the apple fell a long way from the tree when it comes from the old man and myself, which got a laugh out of people. But it was just a great night. And, good to be there with the old man and watch him present.
Yeah, mate. Big congrats and a massive one. Good season. You get a bit of time off now that cricket season's over, or what's happening now? Soccer.
So soccer for one daughter, and then a couple of months off for the other daughter. But we're already getting messages through. First cricket academy is probably going to start in July or something. So and then just ramp up the first of possibly 3 different academies and squads. So going to make the most of just one child's sport for a little while before we get back into it.
Yeah, nice, mate. Nice. Randall's not with us tonight. I know his boys did all right in their grand finals as well a few weeks back. But for us, the season up here, Newcastle baseball is about to kick off. I know they had the NBA season launch last Friday night, and we've got our Toronto Tigers one coming up this Friday night. I think Belmont and Boomerangs have got theirs as well. So lots happening up here in Newcastle baseball. So that one is good to see. And MLB's about to kick off, mate. So that's probably the biggest talking point for us tonight is probably MLB because there's plenty going on. Before we get to MLB, mate, I'm going to have a quick word from our sponsor RBI Baseball, RBI Australia. Go and check them out, rbiaustralia.com.au. But yeah, let's throw this on and have a look at this. Big thanks up. You can buy, go and buy some bats with some mates and save a bit of dollars. So I know a few in our club are looking to get a few new bats. There's the answer right there. Matt, how are you, mate? Good to have you on.
Hey,
always a pleasure. Quality F1 win from Oscar Piastri. We'll take that. Go the Aussies. Yeah, mate, MLB. There's plenty going on in the MLB space. We've just finished up training, so the Cactus League and the Grapefruit League. Let's have a quick look at the standings. I'm going to show the standings here.
I wonder why you're going to show the standings.
This is probably the only time of the year that I'm going to be able to, say the Giants. Anyway, I'm trying to get it up here. Let's have a look here at the Cactus League, Davo. On top, the San Francisco Giants. There you go. They had a pretty good spring training. I know spring training is spring training. Hey, Juvo, good to see you, mate. I know spring training is just spring training, but there's a lot of promise coming from these guys. For my liking,
it's not an even year, though. You know the Giants only win in even years. Or are you trying to break that curse?
I know that. Trying to break it. Now they've got obviously a hot division. They've got to come out hot, I think, to maintain that wild card. But Kansas City played good baseball. Dodgers are up there. Diamondbacks, Cubs, Athletics, Rockies, Brewers, Rangers, and the list goes on. Right down the bottom here, mate. There's a couple down the bottom. Always talk about these guys this time of year, the Los Angeles Angels. Probably about time I picked them to do something, Davo. Last 2 seasons I picked them to do something. And, anyway, Chicago White Sox, they're not going to do much. They haven't done all year, all last year. Grapefruit League. The Houston Astros and your Boston Red Sox. I am pretty impressed with the Red Sox this year. I don't know if you've seen much or caught many of the bits and pieces, but they have been impressive, and I'm looking forward to what they do this season.
Yeah, they're putting together a pretty good roster. So we've got Hendricks available for the full year this year in the bullpen. So bullpen's not too bad. Added Crochet to the roster. Bregman into the lineup, and hopefully Story stays fit. So yeah, we're looking pretty good.
They are looking good, mate. I've enjoyed looking at their different pitching as well. So it is going to be a good season for your Red Sox, I believe. Braves, Yankees, Mets, Pirates, Orioles, Tampa, and we go down through the list there. The Yankees have a fair few issues with injuries again, so it's interesting to see what they do coming off a year where they made it to the big dance, and I don't know, have they got enough to go back? I know they lose Soto and they've got a fair few injuries, so it's going to be a tough one for them.
Yeah, I don't see their rotation doing it. Cole's a big loss, and they never really added the other pitchers. They've lost Stanton, mind you. Yep. Stanton was lost for a lot of last year as well. So it'd be interesting to see how the new pieces go. I know they've got Goldschmidt, professional hitter, Bellinger, hot and cold. So it'll be interesting.
Will be, mate. We always not anyone likes the Yankees on this podcast anyway, so we don't mind if they're down the bottom of the list. Let's have a quick look here, mate. Remove that and put this one in. If it works. Why is it not working? There we go. Opening day. These are players that have been traded and moved. Who are you most excited to see out of this lot?
Oh, of course, the Boston players. But no, it'll be interesting to see how Blake Snell fits into LA with their full roster. We saw the rookie pitch for them, but I think Mad Max in Toronto is going to be good. So the Blue Jays could surprise a little bit this year, but they're sort of the main ones. Of course, Soto in New York, but I don't think there's enough around him to really see it. And his defense is already looking pretty atrocious. And I just want to see old man Verlander do well for your Giants.
That's what I'm most excited for, mate, because the Giants have got a young rotation. I other than him, and it's going to be good to see what he does. I know in spring training he sort of helped out a fair bit with what they do pitching-wise with the younger fellas. Hopefully he can hold together maybe 150 or 180 innings and be that number 2, 3 behind Logan Webb and Robbie Ray's firing again. So see what happens there.
His knowledge and experience, you can't put a dollar amount on that. And if he helps lift the guys around him, then job's done. And you get what you get out of him.
Absolutely. Mate, I'm pretty pumped for the season. Let's have a look at opening day pitching matchup. So Freddie Peralta and Rodon. That'll be a good game. I'm excited for the Brewers again, see what they can do. Eflon and Berrios. I love the different times too, so we can watch a few games. Crochet and Eovaldi. Wheeler and Gore. Beebe and Reagans. Framer Valdez and Clay Holmes. I think this will be a bit of a grudge match too.
That should be a pretty good game.
And the Astros. Logan Webb takes on Hunter Green and Chris Sale versus King. Mate, you'd be sad to see Sale go. He's absolutely dealing at the moment.
He did last year. And I loved, I saw a little snippet. He pitched back at Boston for a spring training start. And he did a nod to, I think it was Louis Taint, who'd passed away or something. So first pitch, he did the shimmy, did the full wind up like him. So he's just a great guy, loves the game. It was just nice, even though he's pitching for Atlanta, was at Boston, pitching against Boston, and good to see. But yeah, bastard, he's been doing well when he's healthy.
Class act. He's going to be good, I think, this year, mate. Good question, Givo. Does Bazana start for the Guardians? I'm going to say no. Although he's had a good spring training, I don't believe they're going to start him. I think they'll weed him through and he'll possibly get a run sort of that August, September. If he's progressing well, I think he'll get a go there. What about you, Davo?
Yep. Yeah, I can't. They're not going to rush him. There's no need to rush him. So let him start in the minors, and if he tears it up, we may see him just after the All-Star break if he is tearing it up and they've got a couple of injuries. But if not, I reckon could be like you've said, maybe September call-up just for a few ABs just to see how he goes and assess from there. But excited to see what he does. I think all of Australia's going to be watching him. So wherever he ends up, we'll be following.
What about you, Juvo? Do you think he'll be playing? Bandy. I think he didn't do enough in spring to start the year. I'd be surprised if he's even up this year. There you go. Fair call. As Dave said, no need to rush him. He's absolutely, killing it wherever he's playing. So good to see young Aussie going through the ranks. No point rushing it. The other pitching lineups here, mate. Can you read them at all?
Yeah.
You want to read through these ones?
Yeah, so Kikuchi versus Burke. So Angels, White Sox, don't care too much about that. Skeen should dominate. Well,
Angels.
Yeah, you think Skeen should dominate the Marlins, but if Alcantara can get back to the form he was in, that should be a good pitching battle. Like you want to see that halfway through the season when they're fully done. Lopez and Gray. Then we've got Skubal and Yamamoto. That should be a good start. Imananga and Zach Gallen, another good game. Severino, good signing for the A's, and Logan Gilbert for the Mariners, and the round off Freeland versus McClanahan for the Rays. So it's good to see McClanahan back fit and starting the year.
that one for me, I think the Detroit LA game is going to be epic to watch.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I think that both are going to deal. So, yeah. Bandy, Mead started the year in the Rays roster is huge. Absolutely. He had a great year last year. So,
and he raked through spring training.
Yeah. Great to see. Great to see. While we're talking about Bandy actually sent this one in. And a bit of a viewer question. What's your bold prediction for the 2025 MLB season? Dave, I sent you this one in advance, hoping that you'd have, a nice answer for me. Have you thought about this? What's your prediction?
I've got two things from left field. Bo Bichette to lead the AL in hits.
You're speaking of left fielder. Hopefully it's not Altuve, but go on. Bo Bichette.
No. Bo Bichette to lead the American League in hits for the season. And then Chris Sanchez from the Phillies to win the NL Cy Young.
Oh, there you go. You've heard it here
first. That's out of left field. He's coming along well. He's starting, I think 4th for the Phillies, only because he's starting the home opener for him. He gets lost a bit in that rotation. He's developed some extra pitches from what I've seen. So you want two bold predictions? There you go, mate. They're bold for you.
Right. They are bold. Bold, not as bold as me, but I mean, I'm going to, Fiona, you've beat me to it. That was one of my predictions for this year. Egbert is 100% right. A's will make the playoffs this year. I'm all for that. That was one of mine for this. So I think the A's are going to get a wild card spot. And I also think because you're throwing 2 in there, I'm going to have to throw 2 in. I reckon that the Giants are going to get a wild card spot as well. So there you go. You've heard it here first. And as per each and every other year,
in 6 months.
There's no chance of any of these happening because we're never right. Ever.
I think you could be right about the A's, though. Like, they've been quite good with their pickups. Like, they've flown under the radar as usual with what they've bought. And even like Severino, hopefully he's coming back, and they've still got Miller in the back end there. And, they could be sneaky good.
I've watched a little bit of him in spring, and what I've seen is good. I listened to Eric Burns. What's it called? I can't even remember what it's called. Anyway, Daily Hustle, and when Will Thrill Clark's on, and they're both pretty impressed by the Giants. Of course, they talk the Giants all the time, and they're all for that. But they're pretty impressed by some of the A's prospects coming through. Eric Burns did play for the A's and still has a little bit to do with them. So Miller is a machine. He sure is. Absolutely. Hope to watch him do this year. I guess for a few sort of starting players and starting roles, who's going to play and who's going to play where and things like that. Have you seen Altuve in left field, mate? Have you seen the bundle of errors that's been happening out there?
Oh, mate, I've seen the highlights with the Benny Hill music being played. So, yeah. And at Astros' home ground, it's not an easy left field to play. And if he's struggling, just a normal sort of baseball outfield, how's he going to go over the Crawford boxes there at left? And I can't see it lasting too long.
Yeah, me neither. I think he's struggling out there, and he's going to struggle some more. So hopefully not. I've got another one here for you, mate. I've got a couple more choices for those listening at home. Let us know who your thoughts are too. Who leads off? Trey Turner or Schwarber?
I'm going Schwarber.
Okay.
I'd back Turner at 2 and then Bryce Harper at 3.
Yep.
So you have Schwarber with his on-base percentage. Like, yes, he strikes out a lot, but he also gets on base. Trey Turner handles the bat pretty well. So he can hit run. Not that they bunt anymore, but you sort of have him batting 2, a lot better sort of hitting average, puts the ball in play a lot more, sets it up for Bryce batting 3.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going the other way. I would throw Trey Turner, and I'd put Schwarber 3, and I'd put Harper in 2. But anyway, 90 feet sprint, he's in the top 15. That must be Trey. Yep. Trey Turner. But yeah, interesting question. Plenty of different perspectives on the MLB site that posted it as well. Sorry, Davo, go again.
And if Schwarber hits a leadoff bomb, as he often does, you've then got Turner, in a way, second leadoff, or if Schwarber does get out, still a second leadoff. You'd rather have sort of, well, in my mind, that way, rather than Trey Turner leads off. Schwarber could be a home run or nothing. But I get it. Lefty batting 2 offers a protection on the right side if Turner's on. So it's a pretty handy combination to have either way you look at it.
Yeah, you'd take any of them, wouldn't
you?
You'd take it either way. MLB kicks off, I think, is it Friday or Saturday our time? I can't. What do we got? 22nd. Must be Saturday, I think. I've had a big countdown going for the last 2 weeks on my socials, and I couldn't tell you where it's up to. Sort of scheduled them ahead. I think we got 3 days to go. Might be Friday or Saturday. Anyway, whatever happens. Got one more pick for you, mate. There's a group, 4 trios. Who would you take? Well, who are you most excited to watch? Let's say that. Who are you most excited to watch this season?
All right. If I go from least to most, least would be the Padres.
Yep.
Like Manny, Fernando, and Jackson, like they're good players, but nothing special. Then probably the Mets, 2 injury prone, those 3. Then probably the Phillies, and finish with as I hate to say it, but the Dodgers. It's like you look at those 3. That's if Mookie Betts, if they find out what's wrong with him. He's lost 20 pounds or something since he took off for Japan. But for me, be the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'm up there with that too as a non-Dodgers fan. Shohei Ohtani just kills it, and Freddie Freeman's good value. I think I'm with you, Padres last. I'm going to swap it around though and puts the Mets second. I'm a massive Pete Alonso fan, so I'm hoping he does well. He's a vegan and they can't cure that. This is true. This is true. He might have.
That is so true.
Dodging sushi royals over there or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, MLB season just about here, mate. Really excited to go forward into the MLB season and watch a fair few games. Always love watching or listening to the games in the morning. The kids are pretty accustomed to the MLB TV or MLB radio being on. Even in spring training, it's the baseball season again. Yeah, sure it is.
Yep.
Oh, anything else from baseball, mate, you want to bring up? I know we're coming up to Newcastle baseball start 4th and 5th of April, I believe, and the Tigers have got a home game first up in 1st to 4th grade.
Nice.
What about down the coast? Did you see any results over the weekend of 1st grade?
Yeah, so I was there for 5th grade because Pirates were playing. Unfortunately, they went down for 5s. Dean Grogan led Wildcats won 4th grade. Bears won 3rd grade. Stretty led Rebels to a second grade victory, and then Wildcats flogged Bears in first grade.
There you go.
So shared across the board.
I've seen the second grade result. I hadn't seen too much else. So interesting mix there. That's really great to see. Central Coast Baseball, a wide variety of people in the first grade grand final, not the usual suspects playing in those games. So that's always good. How was the standard down there this year?
Don't know. Unfortunately, with playing cricket, I didn't get to see a game, and I haven't really talked to the guys who've been playing down here just to find out what the standard was like this year. But by all accounts, it was a fair comp. Not sure what winter's got in store for down here. I've heard there are a few sort of teams coming together, but I don't think it'll be as strong as what summer is, but at least it's given guys a game. And the good thing we've got coming up is on Sunday, we've got the Benello Masters Day. So Bobby Montgomery's done a great job organising that again. So I think we've got about 8 teams playing on Sunday. So it's always a great day out in memory of a top bloke. So that should be fun, and swing a bat, get everything on the full, which will be interesting. And then go from there. But yeah, it's nice to see Newey start at the start of April.
Do you get to swing tin, mate, or swing wood?
I think I'm still in the wood category. It's you can swing wood you can swing tin if you haven't played like second grade within the last 5 years. And I don't think I've reached that yet, even though being 51.
Very close, mate. Very close, I'm sure. Now, that rounds out our baseball. Quick word from Reckon before we go any further. And if I play from the start of the Easter. Reckon.com.au. Go and check it out. Customise the glove. I know Randall's young bloke got a catcher's glove at Christmas time. I wonder if it's broken in yet. But yeah,
doubt it.
He can customise his bats, all sorts of things. So thanks to those guys for sponsoring the show. Mate,
might have to check them out. I think I need a new gloves. Need a new glove soon, so might check out their website, see what they've got.
Mate, I've already made up a green and gold one ready for the Tigers, but if I'm going to be pitching, you can't be pitching with a green and gold coloured glove, can you? Not like
that. Why not?
Not like anyone picked up on the bright orange and black that I had last year either, or whenever that was.
That's because I was in the team with you. If I was in the opposition, I would have.
Yeah,
just to annoy you.
You would have flogged into me for sure. The F1, mate,
one pitch.
What was that?
I would have let you throw in one pitch and then gone out to the umpire and had a word to the umpire. Just to let you warm up, throw one pitch, and then have to go and change it just to really piss you off.
Yeah. See, back in the old days, it would have pissed me off, but I don't think I would have cared. I could have just pitched with a hat, I reckon. I'd probably more chance of catching it with a hat than a glove, but anyway. F1 over the weekend, the Chinese Grand Prix, plenty of rain, and our Aussie Oscar Piastri in first place. This was in the main race. Lando Norris, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, the rookie Antonelli, Albon, Bierman, and Lance Stroll. Carlos Sainz rounds out the top 10. So that was a pretty cool race to watch. Plenty of rain. And on the race, Lewis Hamilton led from start to finish. And
I saw a little bit of that one. He just dominated like the Hamilton of old.
Yeah, it was good to see. He just start to finish I think he was 7 seconds in front at the end. So massive result for him and Ferrari. But Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri looking for the F1 this year. Max Verstappen still hanging around though.
I'm loving how Hamilton's still getting used to his new team. It's sort of like they're trying to say things over the radio, and it's like, fellas, just let me drive. It's like, it's not my first radio. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I have enjoyed some of those conversations. Look at this bloke. Can't even rock up for a bloody 8 o'clock podcast. Hello, mates. I hope you've subscribed to the channel, Brendan Randall, and you're a member of the channel. Channel members get special benefits. Did you know that, Randall? Yeah, I suppose we can boot him, can't we?
Yeah, we'll let his son in, but we'll kick him out.
At least his son provides decent, I guess, information. Not like Randall, who's just in there causing havoc. The NBL, mate, was the final series. Been and gone. The Illawarra Hawks took it out in the 5 games. So went the distance. I haven't seen an NBL championship go the distance like this. So Melbourne won the first one. Hawks come back. Hawks game 4 and 5 to win the thing. Win the whole thing for the year. How good. So I won the cup. Have you watched much of the NBL of late, mate?
No, I haven't. I think I saw
I
only saw the end where they were talking, like they were giving out the awards, and I'll make it in the Boo Birds while accepting MVP. So good Australian crowds there for you.
Did you see what happened though in the and getting booed, and then he said, to the opposition, this is yours, you deserve this.
Yeah.
And then went and gave it to him. Yeah. So pretty cool sign of respect there. I guess in that respect, it was pretty good. NRL, how about your doggies, mate? They're going all right, eh?
Yeah, pretty good start, even without Burton and one or two others. We held on against Parramatta. Parramatta actually showed a little bit of fight last week, more than what we can say about the Knights. But I'm sure there'll be comments from the peanut gallery about the Knights. But I'll take 3-0 or 2-0, whatever they're at.
You got to be happy with that. I didn't watch a great deal this weekend. I watched more the previous weekend. Let's run through the scores, I guess. Benefits, mate. There's plenty. I mean, you'd get to write beautiful chat messages like this one in highlighted comments, Randall. It's one of the reasons to be a member. No, mate. There's no benefits for you because you should be on the other side of the mic. You should be over here with us. The Storm beat the Panthers. What about the Panthers? They're off to a pretty cold start, mate.
Yeah, and losing Cleary early. Losing Cleary early in that last game didn't really help them. And Storm down in Melbourne are always hard to beat early. They'll bounce back. They're too professional.
Yeah. Warriors beat the Roosters. The Roosters are up and down again already. The Broncos 26 over the Cowboys 16. The Sharks 27 over the Rabbitohs 12. The mighty West Tigers 30 over the Dolphins 18. Titans 26 and the Knights 6. Randall, did you see that one? Bulldogs 18 over Eels 8. Sea Eagles 40 over the Raiders 12. Bit of activity with the Manly this morning. Did you see the news, mate?
Yes, Daly Cherry Evans has said, see you later. Wants to play on. It's not even going to look at their extension.
Yep. Looking for a fresh start, mate. See what happens.
Why not? But yeah, the Titans have looked pretty good there. The Titans were pretty good against the Bulldogs, and they flogged the Knights, but that's no real mean feat, though, is it? But yeah, I think Desi's got them looking pretty good, so they could be a surprise packet on this year.
Yeah, scrub out the Knights were. I'm just going to put are putrid. The Knights are putrid. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see as we go on who continues to be at the top of the ladder. Like the Roosters, the Panthers, they're all pretty ordinary so far at the start of the year. So see what happens.
Yeah, Sharks have been pretty solid. So
let's have a look what's coming up for this week. Thursday night game, Rabbits, Panthers. Friday, Roosters, Titans, and the Dolphins and the Broncos. Saturday, the Dragons take on the Storm, Cowboys, Raiders, the Sharks, and the Bulldogs. The Seagulls take on the Eels, and West Tigers take on the Warriors, and Randall's Knights will get 2 points because they got the bye.
The only time they get 2 points. Tigers Warriors should be a good game. Is that a light card?
I'm not sure.
Night, Ruben.
Ready?
Where's BJ?
Say it again louder.
Where's BJ?
Where is BJ? No idea, mate. He's down here in the comments. He's not on tonight.
Why?
He's a bit soft, I think. Is he soft?
Yes, he is.
All right, mate. Good night. See you, buddy. Randall, you heard it here, mate. Where are you? You're soft. I'm here. Too late, mate. He's gone.
Nah.
Gone. Yes. All right, mate. We might leave it there for tonight. Is there any other news? There's no cricket on at the moment, is there? Watch a bit of the 2020 the other week. Was it last week?
Yeah, the women have they're 2-0 up against New Zealand at the moment. They flogged them in a T20 match again yesterday. The IPL has started. Jofra Archer went for the worst bowling figures ever. So in his 4 overs, none for 76. Ooh. And typical road over there. It's like I think this team scored 280 in a T20 match. It's like, come on, that says a bit about the road. So, but yeah, so I think the women, they're finished now. But yeah, the IPL's starting up. So that's my late night TV. The European Cricket League is finished up. That's always good for a laugh. So, but
good for the
I'll find cricket
really.
on somewhere. Yeah.
I'll find. All right, mate.
Cricket will be on.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. Not sure who will be on next week. We have had a bit of a mix of doing the live show with Ask When We Can. We've also had guests on last couple of weeks, pre-recorded ones. It's whatever works best at the time. So next week, I'm pretty sure we'll have a live one next week, but just look at the socials and we'll tell you as we go on. But
let's look at a live one since baseball has started. So there'll be plenty of talk about being the opening few days of the MLB season. So I should be up for it if you're keen for it.
All right, mate. Well, thanks for joining me. Seems like I'm either dropping out or you're dropping out at the moment, so we might leave it there. Have a good week and look forward to the MLB opening day, either Friday or Saturday. We'll work it out which one it is. But have a good week, mate. Take it easy.
Cheers, everyone.